Mikel Arteta could seal £60 million move to Arsenal to make Paul Merson's title prediction come true, and Arsenal set a new target, the £68 million buy-in star. Watch until the end to understand all the details. But before that, if you are also passionate about Arsenal, subscribe to the channel now and stay up to date with everything that happens behind the scenes of the biggest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's get to today's news. Speculation surrounding Arsenal signing a striker just doesn't seem to be going away. Whether it's Ivan Toney or Victor Osimhen, the Gunners continue to be linked with several centre-forwards ahead of the January transfer window. Another frontman who has been mooted as a potential target is Feyenoord starlet Santiago Giménez. The Mexican international has established himself as one of the Eredivisie's hottest properties in recent times, finding the back of the net on regular occasions, something that none of Arsenal's forwards have been able to do so far this term. With that said, let's take a look at who Giménez is and what kind of attributes he would bring to the Emirates Stadium if signed. Who is Giménez? Aged 22, Giménez is a talented young striker born in Buenos Aires, Argentina. But at the age of 3, the clinical forward moved to Mexico, joining Cruz Azul's academy during his formative years. Giménez plied his trade with the Liga MX side's first team from 2017, regularly getting on the scoresheet before opting to leave for Feyenoord in 2022. Since then, he has made a name for himself in the Dutch top flight, establishing himself as one of the brightest prospects in the Eredivisie. What would he bring to Arsenal? Perhaps Giménez's greatest strength is his movement. The talented youngster has bundles of attacking instinct, always looking to get on the end of through balls and crosses. The Mexican attacker can strike a ball very cleanly, making him a threat in and out of the box. In fact, he has been extremely prolific during his time in the Netherlands, netting 43 goals and providing a further 8 assists in 67 outings. Giménez's eye for goal is exactly something that Arsenal need. The Gunners have a host of options in attack, although none of Gabriel Jesus, Eddie Nketiah and Leandro Trossard are as capable in front of goal as the Feyenoord forward. Giménez has netted 31 league goals in 2023, surpassing the record Luis Suarez set with Ajax back in 2009. What has been said? According to The Guardian, the Mexican international is likely to cost around £60 million, a fee that would make him the 4th most expensive signing in Arsenal's history if he were to sign. Dutch icon Ruud Gullit has even claimed that Giménez would fit in well in North London, arguing that Feyenoord's similar style to the Gunners makes it a seamless fit. Gullit told Gambling Zone, "I think Santiago Giménez would be a good fit for Arsenal as Feyenoord plays similar football. He'd be used to that and it'd be easier for him to fit in." Chelsea are searching for identity at the moment, and Giménez would be arriving into a struggling team. I'd rather go to a team that knows exactly what they have to do. Of course, I hope he's the guy to give Chelsea what they need. I don't know what Chelsea are at the moment. Should Aaron Ramsdale move on or stay and fight for his place? Ex-Arsenal goalkeeper Vito Mannone recently came out and criticised Arsenal for dropping Aaron Ramsdale this season, and has suggested that Ramsdale find somewhere new in the summer. After playing the understudy for Wojciech Szczęsny at Arsenal before he chose to make the transfer over to Sunderland in 2013, Mannone has a bit of experience in the matter. After what's been a pretty good start to life as a Gunner for David Raya, it does raise the question as to where Ramsdale might be next season. The ex-Arsenal goalkeeper has recommended to Ramsdale that if he doesn't get his starting spot back soon, it might be time to find a new club. Saying this when asked what he thought about the goalkeeper struggle at Arsenal this season, "It's not easy, but in Ramsdale's place I'd have taken it badly. My advice to him is to keep working. I waited 8 years before I became a Premier League regular. Emi Martinez had to wait 10 years before stealing the show. He also had many loans and paid his dues. But those who work and bide their time eventually end up making it. But if Ramsdale's moment won't come again, he should look for it elsewhere. There's not much else he can do. The top sides want 2 great goalies who are ready to play at any moment. I was number 1 and back up, and I can tell you that when you're first choice you need the board and the second keeper's backing. When you have 2 potential first choice keepers, it doesn't make it any easier for the manager. If Arteta is proud, he sticks with Raya, but if he's clever he picks the best and more informed keeper. And to be honest, I have to agree, Ramsdale is a great keeper, and I don't think he's actually been any better or any worse than David Raya this season. And after getting us so far last season, finally getting back into Champions League football, it does feel a bit harsh what Arteta has done, and for me he only has himself to blame. Bringing in a new keeper, Ramsdale must have known he was about to face tough competition, but it seemed like he didn't even really get the chance to get going before Arteta made the switch. For me, I want to see Ramsdale playing, and I think he's good enough to be starting for us or someone else, and if Arteta doesn't see a future with him in it, then maybe it's best he does move on. What do you think, Gunas? Would you like to see Ramsdale stay or move on? Leave your opinion in the comments. Arsenal interested in £68 million Bayern star. Bayern Munich star Matthijs de Ligt is the latest player to be linked with a transfer to Arsenal. The North Londoners are fairly short of numbers in defence, with injuries to Jurrien Timber and Takahiro Tomiyasu leaving Mikel Arteta light at the back. Now, The Athletic have reported that Arteta's coaching staff admire Bayern's de Ligt. The Dutch international is highly rated across Europe, having been an instrumental part of the Ajax team to reach the 2018-19 UEFA Champions League semi-final under now Manchester United boss Erik ten Hag. Gunners boss Mikel Arteta has admitted that his side are short at the back following Tomiyasu's recent injury. When asked about his decision to deploy Declan Rice at centre-back against PSV Eindhoven earlier this month, Arteta said, "We are very short at the back, and I really wanted to try, if something happens, how we're going to resolve that situation." Football.London reported earlier this week that given their heavy spending in the summer, Arsenal are unlikely to have too much to spend in January, so loan deals with an option to buy could be preferable. As things stand though, unless such a deal presents itself, it would seem internal solutions are the more likely course of action for Arsenal. According to Transfermarkt, de Ligt's contract in Bavaria expires in the summer of 2025. De Ligt joined Bayern a little over 18 months ago, signing from Serie A giants Juventus for a fee in the region of £68 million. Considering the length of his contract, he would surely command a similar fee if he were to leave the Allianz Arena anytime soon. And finally, Arsenal suffered a severe transfer blow. Arsenal are set to miss out on signing long-term target Ivan Toney in January. Sunsport understands that Brentford are desperate to hold on to the striker in a bid to boost their survival chances. Toney also wants to be part of that fight back when he returns from his gambling ban on January 17th. The forward scored 20 Premier League goals for the Bees last season. Well, folks, those were today's news. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay informed about everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell so you won't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and see you in the next video.